I do think we bring a lot of value to the college, and that's always sort of been at the point when they were trying to decide whether we were a good fit with the College of Education. It was hard. It wasn't hard for us to see why we were a good fit, but the people around us were like, well, I don't know, what do you do with sport? Aren't you all coaches? I mean, even people in the college didn't really understand what we do and what our students do. And so I think that in the last few years, we've done a really good job, and our students have done a really good job just helping people across the campus understand who we are and what we're doing, as far as the component of the event management side, the marketing side, the business side, the ticket sales side. Suddenly people are realizing, oh, those are sport management students doing all that work, as well as the Parks and Rec and the, working at the UREC and those kind of things. So really good exposure, I think. I do like that the classes are small enough when you get into it. We really try to cap them at 25 or 30, that you do become kind of you know each other, and you don't realize it when you're sitting in those classes as sophomores and juniors, but I stay in touch with a lot of the students that have graduated, and they stay in touch with each other, so they know that one of them's working in the professional football industry, and somebody else is working on hockey, and somebody else is working in university recreation, but they all get together once or twice a year, and the thing is they're all networked together, so when they're looking for jobs or their friends are looking for jobs, they are good resources for each other. So I do try to tell that to students when they're working in these groups, like, okay, don't be that person that's flaky, because your peers are going to remember, and you don't realize that this is ultimately your network, and it does end up to be that way. So it is great that you can kind of see that, rely upon each other. So I don't know if I would really do anything different other than the business side of it kind of intrigues me, and I wasn't really aware that the two came together until I got into the practice, and then I'm like, okay, well now I'm managing tens of thousands of dollars, I'm managing people, I'm planning, organizing,
you talked
leading.
about in 374 about budgeting, they gave you, here's all your money, and they didn't really teach you how to budget.
They didn't say anything.
Or anything like
they said don't go over, and I was like, wow, really? There was no advice on how to spend it, how to build the program, where you wanted to put it, and not even to make a strategy for, well, these are my long-term goals, this is where I would spend the money to get me to those goals. I mean, it was kind of intuitive, and so I do think that in hindsight, I think if students could have that kind of business awareness and decision making and planning, and I think that's all kind of part of what this degree prepares people for, and that's why I think it's a good degree. So,
No doubt. Perfect.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Good. Yeah,
really
you're welcome.
Appreciate it, Tamara.
Yeah, thank you.
See ya.